Did you know that 1 in 4 adults over 65 in the U.S. has a fall every single year, and you know what that's actually the #1 reason older adults end up in the ER? It's not just some random statistic. A fall like that can change your whole life. It can take away your independence, your confidence, even your freedom to live on your own terms. But if you look at Japan, it's a different picture. You'll see men and women in their 80s, sometimes even older, walking to the market all by themselves. Strong. Steady. What's their secret? It's not magic. It's not perfect genetics. And it's definitely not some expensive supplement. Decades of research from Harvard, Mayo Clinic, even Kyoto University, all point to something much simpler. Isometric training. Basically, it's holding your body in certain positions so you build real strength and balance without beating up your joints. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to guide you through 5 of the exact stretches Japanese elders use. Just 10 minutes. No gym. No equipment. And you'll be rebuilding full body strength, sharpening your balance to prevent falls and keeping that priceless independence in your daily life. Go ahead and drop your name and your city in the comments. I'd love to know where you're joining me from. And now let's get into the very first move. Alright, so the very first move we're starting with is the plank hold. Now, at first glance, it might look like you're just lying still, but trust me, it carries a long tradition. For centuries, Japanese martial artists used plank-like postures to build inner strength and discipline. They knew something powerful, sometimes stillness can actually be stronger than constant motion. Here's how you get started. Lie down on a soft mat. Place your forearms on the ground with your elbows right under your shoulders. If you're new to this, no problem. Keep your knees on the floor, gently tighten your belly, and just hold it for 10 to 20 seconds. As you get stronger, go ahead and lift your knees so you're balancing on your toes. Keep your body in one straight line from your head all the way down to your heels. Don't let your hips sink and don't arch your back. And remember to breathe steady. If you ever feel sharp pain, just pause, reset, and try again. What you're going to feel is a quiet but powerful awakening deep in your core. These muscles work like your body's natural corset, keeping you tall and steady. With time, this simple hold can do a lot. It helps you avoid that hunched-over posture that sneaks up as we age. It eases lower back discomfort, and it builds the foundation for better balance. Suddenly, things like standing taller, carrying a bag of groceries, or just walking without hunching, they all feel easier because your center is working for you again. Once your core is awake, we're going to fire up your legs. The next move is the wall sit, and that's going to build the kind of strength you use every single day. Alright, so the next move is the wall sit. A lot of people call it the invisible chair. And in Japan, it's actually a favorite in rehab clinics. Why? Because it trains one of the most basic everyday skills, sitting down and standing back up, but it does it without stressing your joints. Here's how you do it. Place your back flat against the wall. Step your feet out about 12 to 18 inches. Then slowly slide down until your knees are bent close to 90 degrees. If that feels too much, just stop a little higher. That's totally fine. Keep your knees right above your ankles. Don't let them push past your toes. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds while breathing nice and steady. As you get stronger, you can work your way up to a minute, even 2 minutes. You'll feel it right away, your thighs, your glutes, your hamstrings, even your core all firing together. I like to call these your independence muscles. They're the ones that let you stand up from a chair without help, climb stairs with confidence, and move through your day without hesitation. This simple posture also wakes up those slow twitch fibers in your legs, the ones that build endurance, protect bone health, and boost circulation. A lot of people notice after just a week standing up feels easier, steadier, like their legs finally woke up again. So next time you sink into that invisible chair, just remember you're training for everyday freedom. And now that your legs are burning strong, let's ground ourselves even more with a powerful stance from the samurai, the horse stance. Alright, so now we move into the horse stance, also called kibidachi. This one comes straight from the training of samurai warriors. They used it to build rock-solid stability and endurance before heading into battle. Now, of course, you're not training for combat, but this posture gives you the very same gift they valued most: a body that can stand its ground with confidence. Here's how to do it. Place your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Keep them parallel, not turned out. Gently bend your knees and lower your hips like you're sitting on a sturdy, invisible bench. Keep your back tall, chest open. If you're new, no worries, just use a chair beside you for a little support until it feels steady. Start by holding for 20 to 30 seconds. Then, as you get stronger, work up to a full minute, maybe even 2. You'll feel your inner thighs, your glutes, your quads, and all those little stabilizers around your hips firing together. It almost feels like they're locking you into place. And here's why that matters. These are the muscles that keep you from tipping sideways on uneven ground. They let you step off a curb with confidence. They help you catch yourself if your balance wavers. This stance sharpens your proprioception, your body's natural sense of where it is in space, so you can start trusting your footing again. A lot of people say after practicing they feel this new sense of groundedness, like their legs became pillars holding them steady. And once your legs feel that rooted, it's the perfect time to shift focus upward. So when your legs are grounded like a horse, let's challenge your upper body with a powerful isometric push-up against the wall. Alright, so now let's work on the wall push. This is honestly one of the simplest but also one of the most effective ways to train your upper body without putting on any extra strain. In fact, modern Japanese physiotherapists often recommend it to help older adults retrain their posture. All you need is a sturdy wall. Stand facing it with your feet about hip-width apart. Stretch your arms straight out in front of you at chest height. Place your palms flat against the wall. Now here's the twist: don't move in and out like a regular push-up. Instead, press firmly like you're trying to push the entire wall away from you. Hold that pressure steady for 15 to 20 seconds. Keep your body in one straight line, gently engage your core. Then relax, breathe, and repeat 2 or 3 more times. You're going to feel it: your chest, your shoulders, your arms, even those small stabilizing muscles along your spine all coming alive. And the best part, they're working together without grinding your joints. This move strengthens the push muscles you use every single day. Rising from bed, carrying grocery bags, opening a heavy door, even catching yourself if you stumble forward. At the same time, it helps fight off those rounded shoulders we all get from years of sitting. It eases tension in your neck and lower back, and it gently pulls your posture upright again. A lot of people notice after just a week or two lifting things overhead feels lighter and standing tall feels more natural. It's a quiet move, but it has a big impact. And it sets us up perfectly for the final stretch. Your upper body is now switched on, so let's finish strong with a move that unites strength and balance: the standing leg hold. Alright, so here we are at the final move. This one's called the standing leg hold. Sometimes people call it the marching hold. It's inspired by those simple balance drills Japanese elders used to keep their footing steady even well into their later years. Here's how you do it. Stand tall beside a sturdy chair or a wall. Keep your shoulders relaxed, eyes looking forward. Now gently lift one knee up until it's about hip height. Hold it there for 5 to 10 seconds. Breathe steady. You'll feel your whole body working to stay centered. Then slowly lower your foot with control, switch sides, and keep alternating back and forth. Aim for about 10 reps on each leg. If you feel wobbly at first, that's totally normal. Just rest a hand lightly on the chair or wall for reassurance. Balance is like any other skill, it gets better with practice. And let me tell you what's happening here. You're training your hip stabilizers, your thighs, your core, and even those little muscles around your ankles that act like shock absorbers with every step. These are the very systems that keep you upright when you walk, climb stairs, or step off a curb. When they're strong, your risk of falling drops way down. A lot of people notice within just a couple weeks that walking feels smoother, more natural. And suddenly they can stand on one leg without reaching for support. That builds such a priceless sense of confidence. And just like that, you've completed 5 powerful holds. Each one blending tradition with science, proving that strength, balance, and independence are still well within your reach. Go ahead and leave your name and city in the comments. I'd love to know where you're joining me from. And don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the next session. Now let's wrap it all up in the conclusion. Alright, so take a second and let this sink in. You've just finished 5 powerful isometric holds. And these aren't just random moves. They're a system, a daily ritual trusted by Japanese elders for decades to stay strong, steady, and independent. Think of it this way, it's not 5 separate exercises. It's your own 10-minute independence routine, something that slips right into real life without stress. In the morning, maybe you do a quick 20-second plank, a 30-second wall sit, and a round of leg holds to wake up your balance. In the evening, you can unwind with a horse stance and some wall pushes. Do each twice and you're done. Altogether, that's only 6 to 8 minutes. No gym, no weights, no excuses. Just your body, your breath, and the simple consistency of showing up. That's the spirit of Kaizen, small daily steps that add up to real lasting change. Imagine standing up from a chair without struggle, walking stairs without hesitation, carrying your groceries without that flash of worry. That's what these holds give you: strength, balance, and the confidence to move through your day on your own terms. Now I'd love to hear from you. Go ahead and drop your name, age, and city in the comments. And tell me which move felt the best for you today. Early commenters are going to get a printable cheat sheet with a full routine, so don't miss out on that. And remember, every second you hold isn't just training your muscles. You're training confidence. You're training balance. You're training freedom. If this was helpful, give it a like. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss what's next. And please share this with someone you care about. And if you're ready to go even further, my next video is waiting for you. Japanese Elders' 3 Powerful Moves to Prevent Falls After 60. Start today. It's the perfect continuation of what you've just learned, and it might be the missing piece in your journey to lifelong stability.